Edi Mutwe.
Tuwakkiriza ati w'amawulire okuyingira okulaga ensi we nali nfaanana. Nonsalira ekibonerezo ngenda mu kkomera. N'omusango ogwansirya nagumanyira mu kkomera nti nabba jampa ne sweta. Naye nga nalaba ng'eyali amaze okukola ekibonerezo ekyampeebwa. Nakubwa enkingo zino zaali mugundu namala wiiki ku nkingo nga ndi mazzi. Naye wagamba bampa obujjanjabi obw'enjawulo. Mira peyinikirako 2 buli lunaku. Sifunanga bujjanjabi businga buno. Kongo vule kaalemerayo. Emikono oba bagitemako bagitemeko nfune ku bujjanjabi olero. Obulamu bwange bugenda. Sina bujjanjabi. Wala. Sina bujjanjabi. Nyambunte nfune ku bujjanjabi.
Eri Mutwe bwato nga alajanira omulamuzi w'e Masaka amute olw'embeera gy'alimu embi okuva lwe yakwatibwa byakolako.
Members, let's be silent. Just hear each other. Keep quiet if you want communication.
May it please your worship. My name is Magera Nikazibwe from Magera Nikazibwe, the company advocates.
Your Honor, I am Samuel. So we had followed the order guided by my colleagues. My name is Samuel Muyezi Mulindwa. Jointly with the learned George Musisi, the learned Benjamin Katana. We have the learned Zixo Kahabat. We have the learned Sinabulia Jaberi. The learned Nakakawa Rebecca. The learned Nanteza Juliet. All counsel for the accused person. And Your Honor, before we proceed, at least 3 or 4 counsel. If we can interact, because he's trying to put up his arms to guide for guidance.
mindful that this court doesn't have decision to hear charges. However, the accused person prayed, and in light of his physical appearance, that he's given 1 minute to address court regarding his plight, such that his physical condition is taken on court record. Such that we have an account of this state where we should be certain that it's followed. So we pray that he's given that 1 minute just to explain his physical condition, and we also pray he's describing his physical ailment that is taken down on court and then the committee will proceed with our prayer. We have obliged by the entire committee. And we also pray that because the court can take it
Bandika mu kkooti wano nga ndi kumusaayi nze nandibyogere emigendo tewakkiriza lwamawulire obwiri okulaga ensibe nalifaanana nange musabire ekibonerezo ngenda mu kkomera n'omusango ogwasiga nagumalira mu kkomera nti nabba jampa ne sweta naye nga ndalaba ngeri yali amaze okukola ekibonerezo ekyampeebwa nakubwa ensingo zino zaali buvumbi nabalawugimugali maaso naye wagamba banfu obujjanjabi obw'enjawulo mira peyinikirako mira biri buli lunaku sifunanga bujjanjabi businga buno kongo kekazitami eno oba baditemako baditemako kubujjanjabi buliwo obulamu bwange bugenza sinakyasabi
Your Honor, from what you said, that he's never got a proper medical checkup, and given the previous disease condition he's going through, Your Honor, pray that that this person either demanded to Madison Bay facility, given that the medical examination that was ordered by court has never been done to date, and that to now we don't know the extent of his injuries. Your Honor, whereas this court is not vested with powers to hear the charges, but it's vested with powers to ensure that the accused person is right.
Your Honor, we are making a very specific prayer that committal proceedings be deferred. The purpose for which we wanted him to address this court, it was our assessment as counsel that he cannot even appreciate this process. Against that background, we are not, as counsel, we are not comfortable to proceed on his behalf as counsel, for those are not our instructions. Take him through the rigors of committee before the order that this court made is respected. Your Honor, treatment does not mean pain killing. As officers of court, I want to be on record. We visited him. There has not been any medical attention. As and we cannot be seen to be railroading him through the process as if it's a mere procedure. Someone comes to court, is taken to another level.
But counsel, last time the counsel has appeared.
Yes.
I made a specific prayer.
Yes. Yes, Your Worship.
So,
And Your Worship, I wanted
okay.
to. Yeah, I wanted to.
And I advised you on the question of jurisdiction. You know what I expecting.
Yes,
The applications you have received.
yes.
I don't know if you read
We have done so. Your Worship, I wanted to go on record for
to
that.
expedite that.
Yes.
Otherwise, you want to portray this court as if it has curtailed. It has not made orders.
Your Worship, I wanted to go on record for that. Your Worship, for the record, since 5th of May 2025, we have actually made follow-ups on the issue of the medical report. First of all, if you make an application, the application we have made requires evidence from the prisons, and we have written to the Commissioner General requesting for a medical report, because from here I followed up this matter. I went with Mr. Mutwe. We met the OC prisons, and he made it very clear that that very moment he was going to subject our client to medical assessment, and the next day he would give us his report on the status. Up to now, we have not been availed.
So whose fault?
It is now the fault of the prison. Because we have done so, we have written to the Commissioner General, and we have not been availed with a report. The application has been made. That's why right now, now that the committee is ready, we are saying as council that it is not proper. It can be deferred, because the problem of the delay is from the prison.
As the committee stops you from pursuing.
Your Worship, our argument is he is not in a state of appreciating even what is going to be read in a committee. The state in which he is right now, he cannot understand what exactly is going to be read. That's why we are saying that we can defer, and a directive, a new directive is made that he is referred to Maxwell Bay for better medical assessment. It is from there that we can get a better medical report. It is our humble prayer.
The note also the condition of examination, not treatment, is not a condition precedent. Commitment to High Court. Even when it is committed to High Court, the court has court merits. And may be subject to medical examination and proper treatment still stands. Because we believe him being a healthy, it would be better whoever prefer the charges against him, so that he attempts it. For us, give him ample time for treatment and examination. I pray that this time now, since he has no mental impairment, we can understand we commit him, demand him to whenever they are required, client argued that he attends his medication without a requirement for him to be brought to this court again.
Well, maybe we are not understood, Your Honor. First, was the prayer of the learned George Musi that this court has the powers to order for him to be transferred to any prison. There's that prayer will be demanded in action bail, which we believe has facilities that we require. Your Honor, an accused person is entitled at law to be present at all times or through his lawyers. Your Honor, presence does not mean having his face here. Presence or his mental capacities in his proper state of mind. Having capacity to follow proceedings. We've interacted with him. Even the lawyers are about to break down. Your Honor, state has admitted that even court appreciates the condition he's in. What more do we need to state? Can we commit a person in his absence? Being here in person, in photograph, in picture, does not mean he's here. It's our prayer therefore that still that there is no rush. Committed should not be rushed. It may be deferred. For an assessment, even if it's just 2 weeks, we don't want more. So that we have a civil in court. He is not here, Your Honor, as provided for by law. So pray.
Okay. Tukomawo saa 8 omulamuzi awa ensala ye ku bisabiddwa.
Saa 8 omulamuzi awa ensala ye.
We don't have order, and next time I'll restrict you. You can politely walk out, then you return. That polite manner. But we have other cases ongoing.
Tugenda kukomawo live ku saa 8 wano ku Makubiria TV bw'omulamuzi awa ensala ye. Omulamuzi agenda kuwa ensala ye, tugenda kukomawo live ku saa 8 nekyo olina okumanya Eddie Mutwe ali bubi. Ebyaddala Amaziga bakuva mu kiwanga nga teweeyagalidde. Eddie Mutwe tali mu mbeera nnungi.
New Orleans. Good morning to you, Katie. So
one of the inmates was actually found hiding under a car in a hotel parking garage right in Tourist Central French Quarter here in the city. Some other inmates have been found in other more residential neighborhood type areas, but officials have been a little hesitant to disclose too many details because they are hoping for more help from the public. They're offering a $17,000 cash reward for any information leading to an arrest of one of these inmates who's still at large, Errol.
yeah, and it's important. It's an important point you make because there is a risk to the public. So there's both a message of folks need to stay safe, but also share information if you have it. Help us understand how large the search is and how exactly they're trying to get the remaining escaped inmates.
It's a big effort, an exhaustive search effort. There's more than 200 officers who are combing the state and even stretching across state lines as well, getting help from several federal agencies. And also they're hoping for some help from AI technology as well. Something that's been a little controversial here in this city is the use of some new security cameras that use facial recognition technology. Take a look at some of this surveillance video that we just obtained yesterday. It actually shows that there were a couple of the inmates just about 10 hours after they broke out of this prison, just walking down Bourbon Street, the famous, iconic street in the French Quarter of New Orleans, just, you know, strolling there. But you could see that one of the escapees tries to kind of cover his face in a seeming attempt, you know, to hide his identity. One of those inmates then was later found about an hour later hiding under a car in the parking garage of a hotel in the French Quarter. But another got away, and I'm told that there have been a bit of a debate because just last month, allegedly at the city's request, there were changes made to policies and protocols on the automatic alert system with that security camera system. And so police were not notified as quickly as perhaps they might have been before. And that gave one of the escapees a leg up, a little extra time to escape police one more time. But again, officers continue to search pretty heavily. And if you know anything at all, do the right thing and call officials right away.
All right, Katie Weiss on the story joining us. Thanks so much, Katie. We appreciate your reporting. We are hearing from new witnesses as the sex trafficking and racketeering trial against Sean Diddy Combs continues today. Yesterday, Dawn Richard, a former member of the pop group Danity Kane, took the stand. And she testified that she witnessed Combs beating his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, on multiple occasions. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman is outside the federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan. She joins us now with more on this. Good morning to you, Katrina. What else did we learn from Dawn Richard? And I'm wondering what really stood out to you during her testimony, the type of thing we don't see in the transcripts.
Yeah. Good morning, Errol. I mean, what really stood out was her stories of the abuse that she witnessed. There was one in particular she told about a time when Cassie
kale abyebyo ebya muganda waffe Edi Mutwe abiwulidde ensonga ze bulungi katulabe kyekigendo banga kiddirira baba namwa obwenkanya oba tebamuwe naye